If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's do this. Yo, GMS fam, the green room. What's going on, y'all? I see you in the motherfucking building already. Happy Friday. Hey, man, that bullshit ain't finna keep me down. It's not finna keep me down. I'm in good spirits, man. I may not be in 100% good health, but I'm in good spirits. Trying to push along, man, trying to keep it going. Welcome to the GMS show. I am your host, Black, with 2 Ks. Make sure you get it right. I represent GMS, the Green Mind State. Shout out to the Green Room. That is my chat. I see you, CT Reed, Young Rain, Team 642, Arius, Justin Furlow, Samaj, and Smith. What's going on, y'all? Now, you know, what up, JJ? We start out every show with peace, love, and positive energy, passing it forward to you through this screen, reaching you and hoping that you push it and fucking slap somebody in the face with it with all love and respect, and make sure that that peace and love and that positive energy is passed forward as well, man. Hope you get into the goals. Hope you get into the money. It's Friday. I hope y'all getting prepared for a wonderful, splendiferous weekend. What's up, Sanaa? Yo, so while I'm here and while I got myself together and while I'm filling up to it, we gonna talk about some shit, man. This is probably gonna get into a deep conversation because I've seen this happen a lot, and I just, I kind of let people have their moments because it's social media, and for some reason people feel like they are holier than thou and they want to feel perfect. And I know most of the time people are running away from something in their own personal life, which is why they try to demonize everybody else on social media, as mainly celebrities and people that are notable. But this situation I stumbled across was while my guy Big Sean, if you don't know who Big Sean is, he is a artist who was signed by Kanye West and has gone on to achieve great things and become one of the, big rappers of our generation, and so forth, and done a lot for himself. Me personally, I think Big Sean is a good artist. It's subjective, whatever you feel. That's neither here nor there. While being on his press run for whatever it is that he's doing right now, whether it be music or whatever, he stopped by, I believe, Essence News. And while on Essence News, he took the time to send praises to black women and to let black women know that they are the closest thing to God. Let me play this audio. I don't know if I can play the video, but let me play the audio, And I want y'all to hear what he said. And then we're going to get into the response.
By the way, women are magical. You know what I'm saying? Black women, I feel like, are the closest thing to God. You know what I mean? Y'all be creating life, and you know, it's funny how this doctor broke it down to me. He was like, we all come out of a black hole, just like how the universe was birthed. You know what I mean? And it's really deep when you get down to it to that level. So being around women, especially Black women and talent like that, it's a pleasure for sure. By the way,
so did anybody who heard that, did anybody have a problem with anything he just said? Did anybody have any objections? Did anybody hear any disrespect, any foulness, anything that disturbed them when they heard that? Yes, no? Now, that's a trick question. Of course, I know nothing bothered you. I know there was nothing wrong with that. That was actually a very great compliment to Black women all over the place. Yes, it was, but the simple fact that there are, and let me be careful, because mob mentality is real out here, but there are a lot of people who have the choose me, pick me mentality. And then they will take an instance and turn it into something that benefits the narrative that they are trying to push. Instead of taking the message there and embracing it and sharing it and trying to uplift the next Black woman, here comes, and I use these terms loosely when I say Black women, because we're talking about the internet. We're not talking about people in real life showing their faces. These are people on the internet hiding behind their profiles. So what happened was, here comes the Twitter brigade. Look at this. I like Big Sean, but babes, you've never been seen publicly with a Black woman, so it's giving pandering. Couldn't take a great compliment. Couldn't take just, my man said Black women are the closest thing to God. What up, AJ? Think about this. Somebody said something so gracious, so beautiful, so uplifting, so empowering. And what you did was minimize it because of your bitter and your angry ways. Talking about you've never seen Big Sean with a Black woman publicly. For one, I didn't know we were doing how Black people were test out here. I thought if you were Black, you were Black. That's what I thought. And I thought protect Black women, all Black women, meant all Black women, not just the ones that you consider Black. I didn't know that you had to be a certain shade of Black to be considered Black. I didn't know that. Then you have this. Hold on, let me read this for you. It's the same thing, and it's the same thing. Big Sean must be an atheist because y'all say all this but about Black women and then exclusively date non-Black women. I'm confused. Huh? What do you mean? Now, this is why I bring this up, because like I said, the message was that Black women are the closest thing to God. Instead of taking that and embracing it, somehow they found a negative in that. And then to talk about the people he's dated as if Big Sean has only dated they've only seen him with white women. I'm pretty sure I've seen him with more women of color than I've seen him with white women. I think who was the only, Ariana Grande was like really the only white girl that he was with that I saw him with. So I don't understand what they mean by that. I don't understand what they mean by that. I'm not the one to sit up there and pay attention to who somebody's continuously dating, but whenever I've seen him out, I haven't seen him with no pasty people. I don't understand. And then currently right now dating Janae Aiko, who what's her nationality? She's not white. She's definitely not white. She's like Filipino and black or something. But I don't understand how people have taken this clip and made it something negative. Like, people are so confused. You go on the internet talking about protect black women and we got to show more love to black women. And as soon as somebody gives motherfuckers a compliment, now it's, oh, you just think because you can give us a compliment. What? What do you mean? You want people to show people more love. You want black women to get shown more love. And when people do it, you have a problem with it. Now what? What do you want? What do you want? How do you want people to move? Didn't nobody tell him to do that? That was unprovoked. He felt that way, so he said that. Now, imagine, like, you see the video. He was in good spirits. He's smiling. He's talking about black women. He's giving the greatest compliment in the world, only to get backlash the way that he did. Do you think Big Sean is going to go out here and continue to profess how magical and how great and how godly black women are after attacking them? For saying something so harmless and so respectful. You can't win. What do you want? What do you want people to do? And then on top of that, so you telling me this is how I know it's about a pick me thing. These are the people that wish they were chosen. Because what if Big Sean would dated more black women? He still wouldn't have been dating you. You still would have found a problem with some of the shit he was doing. You still would have had a problem with something. These are people that will always find a problem with something because they want to be chosen. You want to be chosen, and you sitting there on the internet finding negativity out of something somebody said that was so positive. It makes no sense. But I'm you know what? I'm gonna leave it there. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see some other shit because I gotta see this. Big Sean is lying and pandering. Next case on the docket, please. Look at this. Big Sean getting cooked by black women for praising black women. What the fuck is this world? Then somebody says, so Janae Aiko isn't black because people want to make a point about Big Sean, but Doja Cat and Cardi B are? Then somebody said, not y'all mad Big Sean said he loved black women. When niggas nice, y'all mad. When niggas mean, you mad. When niggas existing, y'all mad. They need to just ignore y'all at this point. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Big Sean only dates biracial, ambiguously racist girls. So I don't know what he's talking about. Another pick me. If you only paying attention to who somebody is dating and you don't give a damn. See, I posted a video of LeVar Ball talking about black generational wealth and literally calling out white families, huge billionaire, damn near trillionaire fucking families that have generational wealth, and talking about how black families need to do the same and how that's what he's been doing with his sons and with the and how he's been teaching them the generational wealth and how to continue to bring that shit to family. I posted that, and guess what? Of course, you got the people well, how could he teach generational wealth for black families when he's married to a white woman? Did y'all just totally skip past the fucking message? Are you dating are you in a relationship with somebody black? All right then, take his motherfucking message and put that goddamn shit to use. The fuck you worried about his wife for? He's giving you the whole game, saying shit that motherfuckers can't say, who don't have the opportunity to say on a large scale platform, who usually get muzzled, who usually, in his case, get put out there as the annoying, loud, fucking camera, fame hungry dad, even though he's showing you different by how he literally had all his sons get to the NBA. You can't say shit about that. Talk about his wife, talk about who he married, but he's giving you the game on what you need to do with your family to create generational wealth, and you worried about who the fuck he married to. It makes no sense to me. The things that we pay attention to, the things that we let hold us back from doing what we need to do. You mean to tell me somebody just cracked the code for you, but you was way too focused on somebody that wasn't even on the fucking screen? She wasn't even on the screen. She's nowhere in the video. But y'all would let some shit bother you that bad that you'll bring it up instead of taking that message and bringing it back to your black family and using it to your advantage. You worried about who the fuck somebody married to. That's the dumbest shit in the world to me. I don't get it. But hey, this is the world we live in, and people need to feel important. So they go out here and they go on the internet and they go on social media and they try to make it seem like they have everything together and that they have the most sensible mind and that they make all the right decisions in life. They don't make no mistakes and they're just winning and they're good saints. Holy heavens. I'm telling you right now, if they would die, they go straight to heaven and God wouldn't even have to test them. They'll just walk. They'll skip right into the heaven's gates. No questions asked. That's how great these people are on the internet. The fuck out of here. Now, we got to get to some other shit, man. I ain't going to spend too much time on that. Something went down a few days ago, all right? Allegedly, Freddie Gibbs and Jim Jones got into a scuffle at Prime 112 in Miami. And the reports are saying Freddie got whooped. Now let's talk about this. Now, as you see, this is a screenshot from a Mr. BZ _ on Instagram, who is also a Jim Jones affiliate, who was also there with Jim Jones. He said, just seen Freddie Gibbs get whooped at Prime 112, but I'ma mind my business. First of all, anybody that says, but I'ma mind my business after telling the business, it's a very funny individual. Now, the report is that, according to witnesses, a fight between Jim Jones' crew broke out with Freddie Gibbs' crew at the swanky restaurant Prime 112 in Miami. Apparently, the two sides bumped into one another while Jim Jones and his crew were leaving and Freddie Gibbs and his team were walking in. What else happened? They said Jim initially approached Freddie over some negative things that Gibbs had said about Jim in the past. While Jim was arguing with Freddie, someone from Jim's crew punched Gibbs in the face. Freddie was then attacked personally by Jim. Freddie's large bodyguard was also hit and then kicked in the face while he was down. Now, let's talk about this. Of course, academics had a field day with this. He couldn't wait for something like this to happen. Honestly, if If I was academics, I would do the same thing. if I'm beefing with you and you just so happen to get beat up, I'm going to talk about that shit. I'm going to mention it. There's no way I'm not going to talk about that shit. And there's no way I'm not going to make fun of you for it. And I'm pretty sure Freddie understands that. He knows that there was no way that academics wasn't going to say nothing about this. I want to play some of that, by the way. I want to play some of that audio from academics going in. But first, let me show y'all some video, man. First, the day after it happened, Freddie Gibbs posted this video to his Instagram story. He says,
"Come on, baby. It's me, the rabbit."
He said, Freddie looks like he lost a fight to some Mad Dog 2020. Simo said, "I'm not believing it till someone rolls that beautiful fight footage." Kid R said a sneak attack. Young Rain said, "LOL, I thought Freddie was a G." Oh, I didn't know that people that claim to be a G didn't lose fights. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, I've heard about a lot of people taking L's who claim to be gangster. I didn't know that didn't mean you work. But hey, you know, some people live by the academic code, you know? Academics being the person that would have never fought anybody if they would have stole off them. I'm just saying. But we do have the audio of him talking about the instance. I don't know if I can play the video. It is from his Twitch, but listen to this.
About to get pissed drunk tonight. Pissed drunk.
He said he about to get pissed drunk.
Pissed drunk.
And sorry, his audio is only going to play on the left side, so you're going to only have to listen on the left side. Sorry about that.
Pissed drunk. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you, chat. I'm following Frederick and turn on his notifications right now. Let's do it. Am I logged in on this account?
Hey, Anthony, that's what I was about to say. I was about to say that was going to be my conclusion to this whole thing. Everybody takes L's because, for one, how was there a scuffle? Not either Jim Jones or Freddie Gibbs has a fucking mark on him. And there's absolutely no footage. And also, let me put this out there for y'all real quick. I was also going to wait to say this, but I got to say it now just to put this in y'all head. Jim Jones and Freddie Gibbs have projects coming out. And they got one of the biggest guys who they knew would comment on this situation to comment on this situation because they knew that DJ Academics would talk about it. Yeah, I'm gonna fly with the conspiracy on this one because there's no footage. There's no visible indications that there was a fight between both parties who was on the gram the next day. Oh, something's up with this. Something's up with this. But listen to how Academics did this.
Oh, I'm not logged in. Am I not logged in? All right, I'm going to follow my phone. I need to know when he tweets or anything like that. God damn it. Hold it. Anyway, let me just start this off real quickly, because I got mad songs I didn't want to play. This was very abrupt news. This is what I'm being told. Okay? I'm going to credit Vlad TV on the exclusive. They have the sources. The sources reached out to Vlad before other people. They're saying that Frederick Tipton, the real name, and by the way, it's ironic that Tipton is his name. Father a cop, brother a DA. Jim Jones, watch out and get a lawyer. Frederick Tipton, a.k.a. Freddie Gibbs, the known internet gangster. I exposed him like 20 times. The guy who claimed, oh, I could have pulled up and smoked you. Okay.
What better way to promote your shit than to have the person that has the fan base and also the person who's infatuated with the street shit to be the first. Because think about this. Academics was one of the first people to know. Now, Vlad broke the story, I believe. I believe it was Vlad that broke the story. But Academics was getting calls and texts from people who were there at Prime 112 telling him about the situation. But didn't have no video footage. Seems a little fishy.
You know, I know you was cap because all this shit you talking about pulling up.
I still can't taste the weed.
If I'm thinking you pulling up with the smoke. If you eating at Prime 112, talking about you over here cutting your fucking medium rare steak, and you see Jim Jones and you ain't pull out what you claim you were gonna smoke act with, and you in Florida? It's just to show all y'all niggas, man. And by the way, people been I see people say like, you've been acting tough. My nigga, it's Frederick. I ain't gonna lie to you, Jim Jones rode with some real niggas. Bro, they shot at that nigga years ago. They beat him up this time. Bro, Frederick is a fucking victim. How the fuck y'all got him talking crazy like he gonna scare me? He's just like me, a Twitter nigga.
So, let me just say this real quick. If Academics ever got shot at, he'd never go back outside. He'd never go back outside. That's just my assumption. Because like he said, he's letting you know, like, while he's trying to compare Freddie to him, he's also letting you know what type of person he is. He's very scary. It's very easy to intimidate him. So, in this instance, but like I said, I already said it before. If I was Ack, I'd talk about the situation. I'd utilize it to my fullest extent. But all I'm saying is, if Ack ever got shot at, he's never going back outside.
You get what I mean? They beat his ass up. They probably stabbed him with his own fucking steak knife. Nigga is a herb. His brother is a DA, a district attorney, father, a police officer. Jim Jones will probably be locked up. Jim Jones, I'm sorry that you were named in this, because this guy is the feds. If you notice, I have not responded to him since. Once I realized, when people told me, especially with the Instagram shit, they said Frederick he was putting statements against me. I'm like, huh? The point is this, and this is why I'm actually saddened for Frederick, because I don't want people to misconstrue this. Frederick, let me give you some game. I think you've really fucked up. You are, I don't know if everybody would consider that you're a backpack rapper. You're not a cloud rapper. You're not someone who needs headlines. You have gained a fan base, not a hood fan base, because there's nobody really who's hood that really, that's what another thing I found out about exposing you. Me exposing that, like, all your family's law enforcement and that you really have been a victim, you've never done no gangster shit. Your fans didn't care because they're white boys who just like you rapping. So, like, nobody looks at you like a motherfucking Lil Durk. If niggas found out about Lil Durk, niggas will act real different. You're just a guy with a bunch of white fans who, like, you know what I mean, they've adopted to whatever the fuck you're doing. And you've turned that even into internet trolling, even though you're claiming gangster life.
Hold on.
Let me just give you.
Now, to explain that Freddie Gibbs only has white fans from a guy whose fan base is built off of people who are infatuated with hood shit, a.k.a. white fans, white hip-hop fans. Those are the ones who are infatuated with the hood, infatuated with gangster shit, all that shit. Those are a lot of the people that watch Act. I don't know if he thinks that he has, like, the hood behind him or something, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Maybe there's some hood niggas in the chat that may correct me on this, but I doubt it.
Be the realistic thing to it. Frederick, you shouldn't have been trolling people as you do on Instagram. By the way, the shots you took at Gilly and Wallow because I appeared on their platform and talked about you, bro, people remember that. The shots you took at 21 Savage, people remember that.
What the fuck? Hold on. I have to say this, Millie. I have to say this. You said that's the thing. Act can make money off literally anything. They can't. They don't have the talent or as an entertainer to do what Act does. Act could talk, play games, make vids, etc. Do you understand a lot of people can do that from home? You're comparing somebody who does that to people who literally move around and tour for a living and write music and rap it and do fucking features and fucking come up with different ways to promote themselves with fucking merch and fucking come up with creative videos and get people, you know what I'm saying? Like those are two separate realms. Like you have to understand, Act got into this to talk about the people who are talented. So to think that Act has some special, like, out of this, like, Act, first of all, Act is in his own lane. I'm not taking away from what Act does. You have to work hard to achieve what Act has achieved. Let's not get that fucked up. You have to stay consistent. You have to be doing this shit. A lot of people give the fuck up after doing this shit for a little while. He's been doing this shit for a long time, but Act can't tour. Act can't fucking rap. Act can't fucking go on stage and perform for an hour. Act can't play no keyboards. Act can't produce shit. Act can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference. How could you compare an artist and what they do to the person who covers them? There's a difference in that. If you don't understand that, of course, we're on two different playing fields. Because I understand it from both sides, the artist standpoint and doing this shit. Trust me, writing, rapping, performing, touring, getting merch together, stage presence, all that shit, breath control, fucking everything is way more different than sitting here playing video games or talking to people for an hour.
Why you got shot at way back then by Jim? Actually,
and he actually was a DJ.
Jim Jones, but allegedly Harv. I don't know who Harv was with. It's because you came at Jim Jones. Jim Jones had something called Vampire Life. You were a guy who grew up in the suburbs. Now start claiming.
You see, Act don't make music no more like that. Because he realized that doing that shit, he said that. He said doing that shit is hard. You don't know how motherfuckers can consistently do that shit.
In Vice Lord,
that's what he said.
You tried to gain your rap stripes by trying to check Jim Jones. But Jim Jones is,
you're getting a little federal. Getting a little federal, Millie.
He really down to go with it. So when you try to check him for him claiming Vampire Life and throwing up a sign, he wasn't trying to claim Vice Lord. But you did the same internet clout shit. You know what happened? Your man's got shot when you came to New York. You never did nothing about it. You gave a statement to the police.
Young Rain.
You ran away. You are an internet troll. And by the way, this is why I was going to come on this stream today. I found out about this 2 minutes before. I was going to come on the stream and say, I finally like the tone that Frederick Tipton.
Hey, you're bringing up him doing Lil Act while he already had popularity. He was supposed to get 1 million streams doing that. He also did it around the time when 6ix9ine was huge, who also helped boost Act's career. Act was on at the point, so he was supposed to get that. It's not like Act just decided one day to be Lil Act and he just got 1 million streams because he was Lil Act. No, he got it because he was academics, already had a platform and a fan base. What are you talking about? He said, can't downplay that Act can do literally anything and be successful. No, he can't. What do you mean by anything? You named off the things that he could do. Those were limited. You didn't say anything. He's not going to make a chart topping album. He can't do that. You can't equate 1 million streams to a chart topping album. He doesn't have a chart topping album. He doesn't have a chart topping song. He hasn't toured being Lil Act. He just put out music. And to y'all, the people that really hug on to Academics nuts, it's going to sound to you like I'm hating when I'm really not. I'm being honest about what the you can't talk about artists being less talented than a nigga who sits down on Twitch to talk to people all day. That's not the same. And then when we talk about actoring, he's moving around to go sit down and talk to people. He's not, and if he goes to these concerts, he's watching them. He's not on stage rapping. He's not on stage entertaining people. He's there watching and enjoying the concert as Academics. We can't talk about this as the same thing. Artists and entertainers, they aren't on the same level as them. It's ridiculous. And I have not said one thing where I have sat here and tried to take up for Freddie Gibbs at all. I have only been speaking on facts. I have not said one thing that has been in favor of Freddie Gibbs as far as the situation with him and Jim Jones. I can care less. Niggas will get into a fight and then motherfuckers will try to put and use the Academics approach. Oh, does this make them gangster or not? So does it mean that Lil Durk ain't gangster because he got choked out by Lil Reese? Does it mean that Lil Durk won't do no shit to somebody? No, it doesn't mean that. It just means he got fucking choked out by Lil Reese. The fuck? I don't understand. Let's see. Axe song with 6ix9ine did chart top 50. He already did that. If he wanted, he could put an album together with most top artists if he really wanted to. A lot of these, y'all get it mistaken. A lot of these artists could have did that already. They won't. You have to understand. I told you he quit doing the music for a reason. See, y'all don't think I hear shit. Y'all think I just don't like Academics. I hear the shit he says. He can't even get a lot of these artists to do the fucking podcast he's doing. What makes you think they're going to do music with him? That's where you're confused. He's talked about how he's reached out to so many people about doing his podcast already. And a lot of these artists, a lot of these same people, this man went on a rant because of how many artists he helped put on and how many artists didn't hit him back or don't want to do his podcast. I know y'all remember that because y'all Academics fans in here. So what makes you think these people are gonna do music with him? He said you won't fully hand. What does that sound like? I'm not gonna see. People want you to say what they want you to say. You talking about fully handing somebody an L. First of all, how can I fully hand somebody an L? There's no video footage. Nobody's fucked up. All we know is that they got into a fight. What L do I have to pass off? The L that Academics wants you to pass off? Because Academics did a good job at pimping y'all ears to make you think Freddie Gibbs got his ass beat? That's what you want me to fully give him an L on because y'all sat there and listened to Academics talk about this nigga all day? That's weird. I wish I would have a nigga tell me something and be like, yeah, you know what? That's it. It happened. And yeah, fuck Freddie Gibbs, take an L. He got his ass beat. He got his head pounded in the cushions because we want Act to win that bad. What? How can I possibly hand somebody an L when there's nothing to show for shit? I just said this. I literally just said this, bro. I literally just said there's no video footage. Both these men, I'm talking about Jim Jones and Freddie, were on the internet the next day. Not a scratch or mark. How am I supposed to hand the L over? If I could, I would. That's what you don't understand. See, I can be a fan of somebody and not swing from the scrotum. Freddie Gibbs can get an L. He can. I'll pitch him an L and hope he knocks it right out the park. But how can I do that when there's no possible evidence besides academics in Vlad? Come on. What are we talking about? God, like, is that not fair enough to speak on? Like, I'm trying to come to a compromise. That's all that is. See, and people also don't understand there are no friends out here. See, a lot of you guys think Act has these people as his friends. No. These are people that know he has a platform and know that they can utilize his platform by just being cool with this dude. And also, what makes people, matter of fact, answer this question. What makes people real for fucking with academics? Answer that question. What makes you real for fucking with academics? He said, stop, bro. You just hate Act. Well, it seems like you love Act. That's all. I guess I'll hold that title, but please hold the title of being in love with Act, because every time I mention Act, here come the brigade. Millie said, as I said, he's utilizing them more than they are him by far, LOL. So it goes hand in hand either way. Okay. So once again, you're proving my point. These people, they fucking use each other. I don't get it. What do you mean? I'm confused. He said, just because you see no marks means you didn't get hands. Come on. Why are y'all going to the extreme extent to prove that something happened that did look, the way that these people described it, you would think there will be marks on these men, right? That's all. He said you could have did War in Chirac and Pop 2. Yeah, I mean, I don't like to piggyback off of trauma. That's weird. You take it how you want. Millie said, even Charlemagne said Act one of the realest, especially since he speaks down on Jay-Z. Nobody else mainstream hip-hop media would dare speak down on Jay-Z. What are you talking about? People definitely do. People definitely do. I don't know where you get that from. See, people hang out in a box. That's another thing that people do. People hang out in a box so they only see what their favorite person does, and then they only hear what their favorite person talks about. So they don't pay attention to anybody else but their favorite person. So being in that box makes them sheltered to not think outside that box. He said, LMAO, if you older than Act, you had your chance. Oh, shout out to people that's older than Act. I'm definitely younger than Act. I am definitely younger than academics. The biggest sign this is cap, no video. Yeah, I in this day and age, I don't see how we don't have a video. That's all I'm saying. He said, who in mainstream hip hop has spoken down on a Jay-Z? Name them. Fucking Dame Dash. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Dame fucking Dash. Fucking Kanye West. What are you talking about? What do you mean? There's two examples right there. Like I said, you have to stay out the box. Hip hop media, nigga. It's not who cares about hip hop media? It's not about that. You talking about people that talk down on Jay-Z. There's people that definitely talk down on Jay-Z. They don't have to be hip hop media. They can be anybody. Yeah, I wonder if the restaurant does have video. The restaurant should have video of that shit. It's Prime 112 in Miami. Everybody got. And then on top of that, I don't know. It's very weird. Like I said, this has something to do with something different. This has something to do with something different. He said, I said media. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess ACK is the only media outlet out here. Young Rain said, I like ACK because I never like to think I'm tough but want to fight the weak people. All the tough rappers want beef with him, but not other MCs. They all lame. Okay? Okay. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I think people think ACK should be. It's crazy because the same people that say ACK shouldn't shut up when niggas who claim to be about that life talk shit to him are the same ones that say what you just said. ACK puts it out there, especially now recently, that nigga, if he wants to bring smoke to you, he will. He's a grown-ass man. You got to understand, I stopped looking at ACK like someone who shouldn't be talked to a certain way by anybody because he has subjected himself to that. He subjected himself to that. That's all. He's out here in the public eye, and if motherfuckers feel some type of way, they gonna talk about it. It is about hip-hop media because nobody in the culture with voice who speaks on hip-hop media will dare speak against Jay-Z other than ACK. ACK too real, the rest terrified. What makes you think everybody's terrified, or what makes you think people have anything bad to say about Jay-Z? Because you heard bad things about Jay-Z? What if these people know Jay-Z in real life and actually have good relationships with Jay-Z in real life? I wonder why ACK, of all people, has something bad to say about Jay-Z. The one person in media who never got an interview with Jay-Z, who Jay-Z never talks about, who Jay-Z won't acknowledge. I wonder why ACK has something to say about Jay-Z. Come on now. Stop it. Stop it. People think it's supposed to be it's some scary fucking, oh, you can't go against Jay-Z, the almighty Illuminati Rockefeller master. The fuck? Jay-Z is not exempt from that type of shit. I don't understand what you mean. Nobody has touched ACK, and he been doing this for 11 years. Everyone's been saying they can't wait till someone catch him. That man's out and about daily and around these rappers. Nobody has tried him. Yeah. Okay. So what are y'all gonna do when something actually does happen to ACK? What are y'all gonna do? Then what? Are you gonna hand ACK his full L? Are you gonna fully hand ACK his L when ACK has something happen to him? Come on. Jay-Z has industry connections. That's why they don't speak bad on him. It's fear he will run their careers. That's why. So, if that's the case, tell me why ACK talks about him, but ACK can do anything he wants to. If Jay-Z has industry connections and he's so fucking scary, but ACK has been the one that's talking shit, why can't anybody else see that example and be like, oh, we'll talk about Jay-Z too because nothing happened to ACK. You see, he can do whatever he wants. He's fucking making it out here. He's achieving everything. He's huge. He's an entertainer. ACK is killing it right now. And he talks about Jay-Z. So why don't anybody else do it then? Because clearly Jay-Z hadn't done shit to act. I'm just bringing up good examples. I'm bringing up good examples to what y'all are explaining in the chat. That's all. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. You said even Hot 97 talked about Jay-Z. Stop it. What you mean? Nah, that's what he said. He said fully hand. Somebody said, Young Rain said fully hand Freddie Gibbs his L as if I actually can. With like, just because somebody else told me to. Hey, hand Freddie Gibbs his L because academics told you to do it. And academics made a good point that if you're at Prime 112 eating a steak, somebody's going to come and bust you in your shiny bald head. Because Jay-Z could never influence Act's career. That's why, LOL, Act got connects of his own, and Act's connects will value. Oh, my God. All right, that's where Millie has just totally disconnected from the chat. I'm sorry, Millie. I fucks with you. But what you just said is by far the dumbest shit I've seen. There is nobody. And I promise you, if Act had the connections that Jay-Z had, why is Act not a billionaire? That is one question. I'm probably in the most simple question of it all. If Act has more valuable connections and more, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh shit, my head hurts. I can't reply to you no more. Lacey said, can't fly like eagles because we always fussing over chicken-ish. Yeah, no, I'm just having a discussion. I always like talking about Act because Young Rain and Millie come in here and we have nice back and forths. It's fun. It's entertaining. That's crazy. That is wild. Hey, I was just talking about that box, man, and that is a perfect example of the box right there that people live in. You can't get academics, more connections, more valuable connections than. Oh my God! Think about that. I'll put it to you this way. Spotify came to him to give him a deal to break him off money from Spotify. Jay-Z created Tidal. We can't. This is something that Act's platform is going to go on. So come on now. Act would have put his shit on Tidal if Tidal would have broke bread with him, but Jay-Z don't fuck with him. So Spotify came with the bag. Stop it. What are you talking about? Spotify came to break off a piece of their little chump change to Act while Jay-Z created Tidal. And I'm not even a fucking Jay-Z fan like that. It's just that is preposterous. That is asinine. Act would kill for the type of connections Jay-Z got right now. Y'all are out of y'all minds. Now, all right, look. Let's move away from that. I got to speak on this for a couple seconds, just for a couple seconds. So there's some shit going on. Listen, man. There's this shit going on with TikTok where there was an apparent threat, school threat. I've been seeing a couple things from this going on, and honestly, all I would have to say with this is, look, protect your kids at all costs. Don't take these things lightly. I had a couple people like another reason why I brought this up is because some people try to turn this into you guys letting the social media dictate what you do with your kids. Look, man, no, you being smart as a parent, because those school shootings happen. There are some deranged ass little kids out here who get a hold of weapons and they do what the fuck they do, and don't take it lightly just because it's TikTok. Motherfuckers will literally be like, oh, you gonna let TikTok tell you? Nah. We not, you don't take shit lightly, especially when you got kids. I don't give a fuck what's going on. TikTok threat or not. That's the type of shit that, keeps parents on guard as their kids get older. You know what I'm saying? My daughter's getting older. She's about to be in 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? And just closer to getting middle school, and that's basically where that shit be starting at. We had the Sandy Hook elementary shit happen where motherfucker went to an elementary school on some bullshit. So you really can't dictate what's gonna happen with your kids when they leave the house, but don't ever neglect a warning. Don't ever neglect threats just because it came on a certain platform that you don't take seriously. I was arguing with somebody earlier about the shit. So are you gonna keep them out of school for the rest of the year? Cause it could happen anytime. Y'all letting this shit scare you. You just following trends. Look, man. Don't be the idiot that play shit off and be nonchalant, and then something actually happens to your child, and now you looking stupid because you play something off as just a little TikTok. I don't trust these little kids, man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't trust these little motherfuckers, and I don't trust these social media platforms. And if a little motherfucker went on there to say that he was finna do some shit, I'm gonna take that shit seriously, because these kids are killing kids. So I had to make sure I put that message out there, because I have a youngin' of my own. And I take those shit seriously. You're not going to sit up here and make a threat and I just send my child to school just because it's from a weird ass fucking child platform. Like I'm not finna be that naive. And I even seen somebody say, "Oh, I'm sending my kid to school because my kid is well prepared. My kid was raised in Chicago." Newsflash, dummy, niggas die in Chicago by the multiples every day, just on the regular. And you talking about where you raised them at. Oh, my kid was raised in a death pool. He knows how to survive life. Fuck, what? No, that's the opposite. No matter where your kid was raised, no matter where you were raised. See, a lot of people had that mentality too, where they were raised, they feel like they are more prepared for life when life throws shit at them. No, man, no. You were raised in a certain demographic in a certain area of the world. You don't know everything. And regardless of where you grew up or what you've been teaching your child, somebody can walk into that school and cause hell. And not a damn thing you told your child will work in a split second. Stop it. Imagine that. Oh, I seen a threat today on social media, Mom. They talking about they'll shoot up the school. Oh, don't worry about that. Take your ass to school. I raised you in Chicago. Can't nobody kill you. You was raised in Chicago. What? Stop it. Stop it. Be more cautious, man. Be more cautious and take more care of your kids and talk to them. Protect them. That is your duty. That is your duty. At the end of the day, you need to do what you're supposed to do for your children. Whether that's make it a habit and letting them know every day, hey, hey, you need to watch out for what's about to come, or these kids out here are crazy. Look for the signs. If there's a kid at your school that you see always getting into it with people, always in it, always depressed, always something, keep your eye on that motherfucker. Or you know what, better yet, go say hi. Say, hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Tell him that he looks nice, or tell her that they look nice. Try to do something brighten their motherfucking day for that split second. Who knows? You never know. You could have probably saved some people that week just by simply complimenting the motherfucker that you thought was the oddball, when really that was the motherfucker that was plotting on you. So that's all I'm saying. Stay vigilant. Keep your eyes to the prize. And nonetheless, hey, lead with peace, love, and positive energy. Keep that green mind state, all right? That's one of the most important things. I want y'all to lead with love, peace, and positive energy. That's what we need to do. I'm trying to say that a lot more and put that out in the universe for those that watch this shit and for those that support. I fuck with y'all a lot, man. I really do. Thank y'all, man. Once again, this was a dope episode, man. I appreciate y'all a lot, man. Put the GMS in the chat. Follow me on all my socials. I follow everybody back. Hit the Cash app today if you are feeling generous. Make sure you pull up tonight. It's Friday, so you know we got the 3Gs podcast. Go subscribe to the 3Gs podcast right now and make sure you tune in tonight at 8 p.m. All right? Put a GMS in the chat. Let's go. He said, start giving these young dudes J's to snitch, and that shit will stop. Let's go. Brim Dog in the building. Arius Baby G. King Lukey. Newbie in the building. Did you send that shit, Newbie? Newbie said he had something to send me, man. Y'all might hear some new shit from me and Newbie. Y'all never know. If you sent that shit, I'm going to check it out after I get off of here. The One in the building. Trauma in the building. C-Mo. Put them GMS's in that motherfucker. Dewan Isaacs. Trey 979. Millie, Young Rain, Team 642. Yeah. Al JW in the building. Let's continue to grow this channel, man. Let's continue to build this GMS name, man. I got some special things in the near future. I want to be able to really make this shit go. So I'm gonna need y'all to continue to support this channel, man, and pull up every time we go live, you know. Hit that bell, get the notifications. Make sure y'all hit the like. Make sure y'all share this motherfucker too. Hit the share button. Share it to your socials. Let them know where the GMS show is at and where they can pull up every week to support. What up, Anarchy? I'm gonna get better too, man, you know, day by day. Hopefully I get my smell and taste back very soon, because that shit is killing me. It's killing me, dog. Theodora, NYC. Justin Furlow said, y'all send some positive vibes and prayers up for his dad. Pops just got but he's still strong, not showing major symptoms or anything, just light cough and slightly fatigued. Hey, prayers up, man. Prayers up, Justin. Prayers up. We all gonna beat that shit. Shout out to CT, I see you. Appreciate you, Justin. Kid at Heart in the building. Prayers up to your mom too, by the way, the one. I see you. Happy birthday to Brim Dog. Send a happy birthday to Brim Dog. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I hope you smoking trees and got a brew. Hey, happy birthday to you. I said happy birthday to you. I hope you rolling up with a brew. I hope you rolling up with a brew. Hey, we out.